now kids, moving forward, as I told you, like the ending part, we had seen that Shahaji Raje, his bravery, so people were influenced and motivated by looking to this Shahaji Raje and his works and his bravery and confidence and everything, correct? So this had helped Shivaji Maharaj a lot to establish the Hindvi Swaraj. Okay, so moving forward to the next point, the Jizabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. So basically in this point, what we are going to see, that is what I'm going to explain. So basically now they had taken Shahaji Raje also to their team. So the new Nizam which Shahaji Raje had made, that kingdom was already in the hands of whom? This Mughal emperor and Adil Shah. So what they did, now that new Nizam and his kingdom came to an end. So that territory or that place was handled, or that came under the like that place was under now whom? The Adil Shah and the Mughal emperor Shah Jahan. So what they did, they basically the downfall of Nizam Shahi had happened. So therefore this place was divided between, the new territory was divided between Adil Shah and the Mughal emperor Shah Jahan. So the Jagir of Pune and Supe of now, this were the Jagirs. Basically in the beginning the Jagirs were in whose name, like who was having that Jagirs of Pune and Supe? Yeah, that's correct, Shahaji Raje. He had that Jagirs, but later on it was given to Fateh Khan, and now that Jagirs were with whom? Yes, that's correct. Now that Jagirs were with Adil Shah, because they had divided that and Adil Shah had that Jagir with him. So Adil Shah had the Jagir of Pune and Supe. But what did Adil Shah do? He gave back that Jagirs to Shahaji Raje, because basically that Jagirs were from the beginning, it were with whom? Shahaji Raje. So Adil Shah, what he did, the Jagirs which he had, he gave back to Shahaji Raje. So now who has the Jagir of Pune and Supe? Yeah, that is correct. Shahaji Raje has the Jagirs of Pune and Supe. Okay, and later on, Shahaji Raje was basically, he was with Adil Shah. He had worked for Adil Shah, and Adil Shah assigned a very important task to Shahaji Raje. So what was the task? Like he wanted him to conquer whole of the Karnataka and the territories in Karnataka. So he had an aim that, like he had many Jagirs, many territories, but he had an eye on the Karnataka territory. So he has a very capable person with him. Who is that? Shahaji Raje. So he told Shahaji Raje, like, I have a goal, I have set a goal. So he gave an goal to whom? Shahaji Raje. Like, see, I want this territories, so you bring that territories for me. So Adil Shah told to Shahaji Raje that he wants the territories of Karnataka. So basically Shahaji Raje moved forward to Karnataka, and with him he had Jizabai and Shivaji also. So this both also went with Shahaji Raje. And Shivaji's childhood was very hectic, as we know, because he and Jizabai basically in his childhood, they used to move from this fort to that fort to that fort. So they were not constant at one place. They used to, because due to wars and due to other conditions, they had to like keep moving from one place to the another and another and another. So his life was very hectic in the childhood. Okay, so when Jizabai and Shivaji Raje had like they used to move from different places. Now basically they went with Shahaji Raje, this both who Shivaji Maharaj and Jizabai, they went with Shahaji Raje to Karnataka. And at that same time Shivaji Maharaj, he in his childhood used to hear the brave works of his father, like how he, like Jizabai used to tell him, or from other means he used to hear the brave works of his father, like how his father was, how he used to fight, how he used to show his valor and his braveness and everything. So he used to hear a lot about his father. And Jizabai and Shivaji had some peace. They finally got some peace which they were not getting from since the childhood of Shivaji, which he was not getting. Finally they started to get the peace when they basically came to where? Karnataka. Because and the like Shivaji, the Shahaji Raje had defeated many kingdoms in this Karnataka territory. Like he had won many wars and he had taken many that territories which were there in Karnataka of different kings, he basically won the war and had that territories under him. And thus, because of his this, like he used to win in the war and he used to show his bravery and all very well. So Adil Shahi's kingdom expanded and expanded, and therefore Adil Shah was very happy, and therefore he himself rewarded Shahaji Raje the territory like an headquarter, and that headquarter like in Jagir of Bangalore. He had the Jagir of Pune and Supe. Now he also has the, he awarded him the Jagir of Bangalore, which Shahaji Raje, like that the place Bangalore, that was the headquarter. Okay. So Shahaji Raje, then what he did, like made that place Bangalore the headquarters, like his headquarters. The city of Bangalore he made his headquarters, and he used to live over there, and he used to live there as a king, and he used to make all, like he used to rule there as a king basically. So he made the capital, like the city of Bangalore has his own kingdom, and he used to rule over there and look over his court and all the people over there. So this is how Shahaji Raje, like Shivaji and Jizabai and Shahaji Raje, this were the things which they did in Karnataka. Like that were the reasons which they went to Karnataka. So have you understood what I have taught you in the today's class? So if you have any doubts regarding this, you can definitely tell me. So thus we have finished our chapter number 4 as well. So I hope you have understood, kids, and this was a simple and very interesting story which we have learned about Shivaji's childhood. Okay, so this is all for today's session, and stay tuned and stay healthy and stay safe. So bye bye, take care, kids.